the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New. Yeah.
Boom.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through color glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Today is September 24th, 2024. It is 2:14 p.m. I actually finished edit the videos that I recorded last night. I made them public. There are two. This one that's on Team Sussex, and that one on PYTE. There it is on PYTE. These were old. If for instance Harry was not doing anything major this week, I would have scheduled them, but he's doing a lot of things this week. So the new things, I know some of you want to know what's going on, so I'm trying my best. I know many of you don't mind. I could take my time and things like that, but since I have the time, I want to share them with you as soon as possible. And then after the event, when everything is said and done, you already seen what's going on from different squaddies and things like that, and then the squad will have some conversation, and these are the conversation I could schedule for another time. They're not that important, but the events that's happening now today, I know you guys want to see them. Okay, so I have about, I didn't count, I don't know, let me just get to it. Okay, some of you don't care about what I'm gonna say. Anyway, let's go straight to Twitter. There's a lot of things that's popping up, responding to the Rangers and all of that. They're mad, they're going crazy. All right, so this is the first tweet. Quote, I stand before you today to speak about the pervasive threat that our online world poses to us, especially our children. Prince Harry. I have some videos, but I'm not sure if they go on full speech. There's no comment. There's about 103 retweets. Okay, so that's that. These I've already shared on my community board. Let's go to the next one. This is a video The background with all these lacks screen also heartbreaking. All right, it's 39 seconds. I am sorry. I will try my best to put show some of the thing that he's, because this is a video, I cannot let it play completely. YouTube is this is why my other channel, our part of Pure Service, is demonetized. So I'll put some screenshot when there's something different that is being shown. I'll let you see it very quickly and then put back a typical screenshot, maybe this one where Harry's standing. All right, so let's listen. 39 seconds.
Currently testing our resolve, and they cannot be ignored. My lock screen is a picture of my kids. What's yours? These children and thousands more meant the world to their families. The beautiful faces you see before you, their smiles, their dreams, all lost.
Wow.
All too soon, and all because of social media. Currently testing our resolve.
Oh, so no, on my last video, actually it's rendering right now, there was something that the squad said. It was a picture, a black and white picture, where the caption says something that Harry was talking to his family and he penned over to show them what's going on. Maybe he did, but I don't think I sort of make reference unless, okay, well, I did say allegedly. Let's continue. All right. The transition to introduce the children lost to social media on the backdrop by Prince Harry was powerful. That's an ad. Prince Harry's speech was amazing, so touching. Okay, this is spam, probably derangers. All right, let's see. There's another video. Let's pause. It's 1 minute and 6 seconds. Prince Harry introducing Archewell Parents Network, CGI 2024. It's 1 minute and 6 seconds.
Depression and social isolation linked to these platforms have surged in recent years, creating a crisis that cannot be ignored. These challenges are compounded by the relentless spread of unreliable and unfounded information, leaving many feeling isolated, confused, and scared.
Yeah, just like what just happened not too long ago regarding the Haitians, the nonsense that Trump spread, you know. So that, you know, just happened this week or last week or something, or the week before.
These are not distant problems. They're epidemics currently testing our resolve, and they cannot be ignored. My lock screen,
okay, so that's where it
is
started.
a picture of my kids. What's yours? These children and thousands more meant the world to their families. The beautiful faces you see before you, their smiles, their dreams, all lost. All too soon, and all because of social media.
Okay, so I was looking at here. Let me pause. Oh my God, it's 1 hour and 55 seconds. Okay, so let's see here. Here's the link to the full speech for those who would like to hear it. Harry's segment starts at 1 minute and 18 seconds. I know it's biased because I'm already a fan, but he spoke very well and made some great points about child safety on social media. It's definitely worth a listen. All right, so I wasn't planning to do that. Let's go to it and we'll focus on his speech only. And then, of course, I'm sorry, there will be a screenshot. That's all I could do. But the main thing is listen. And can I? No, I don't have the link directly. All right, so let me pause and look for it. Okay, so it's 1 hour and 18 minutes and 40 seconds. I think I said 1 minute, but 1 hour and 18 minutes. All right, so let's listen. So this one just ended. Let me mute it. This one just ended and they're gonna introduce Harry.
Of Sussex.
Okay, so let's listen. I'll stop in between and oh, it's buffering.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, thank you. In 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the world's first satellite, marking humanity's first stride into the vast expanse of space. And then in 1961, we witnessed a monumental achievement as Yuri Gagarin became the first human to journey into space, a feat that captured the imagination of people around the globe. And of course, we cannot forget 1969, when American astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin made history with the first successful human landing on the moon, a triumph that showcased the boundless potential of human invention and spirit. Over the course of our history, humankind has dared to exceed the limitations of possibility. We've dreamed the inconceivable. We've built the unimaginable. And as a result, we live in a time where accessibility to everything, everywhere, all at once, rests in the palm of our hands. Yet,
that's a great way of introducing his, narrowing his speech onto, the mental aspect with kids online and things like that, how he narrowed it into having the cell phone into your hand. All the great achievement leading up to that. All right, so let's continue.
While we celebrate global achievements and their impact, there is still critical work to do. And so, I stand before you today to speak about the pervasive threat that our online world poses to us, especially our children, if we allow the status quo to remain.
The other thing that crossed my mind as well, this is why Harry says that he wants to use his platform to help other people. Can you imagine those parents that he's been speaking with? Okay, we've seen the CBS interview where he talked about his new initiative with the Parents Network and things like that. How many of these parents, yes, they do have connection. They probably could do some part, okay? Anything is better than nothing. But to bring it to a global stage where everyone is watching and listening like he's doing right now, I mean, this is why he wants to use his platform.
New spin on it from the youth. As a prince, you're born at birth with a natural platform to be able to try and make a difference. Yeah, which a lot of people have to spend years and years and years getting to that point. So from that perspective, I'm very lucky to have a platform to be able to try and make change in the causes that mean a lot to me, but also to you guys. And I'm still in your generation, by the way. But at the same time, as I said, being born with a lot of privilege comes with a lot of responsibility. But I like to think that I'm going to have to spend the rest of my life earning the respect for that privilege and trying to make a difference for the rest of my life.
But doesn't this seem obvious? Like, why haven't other people done it then? So you've created, with your brother and sister-in-law, the Royal Foundation. Okay, you've started a charity. My first question would be, do we need another charity? So, what was your thinking in coming together? Whose idea was this?
So that's my motto is exactly that. Why another charity? Our foundation is not another charity. We're not trying to take up any more space. I think we all agree that the charity sector is quite full at the moment. But as I said, what we're trying to do is use our platform to be able to bring people together to affect. We've made that possible.
So in some ways, you're leveraging your name. It seems to me. Does this create something very, very unique to you and your brother and sister-in-law, in that you can get these people to come together and talk to each other? Because working together is hard.
Yeah, well, it's hard working together as a family. It's hard working together, and it's hard working together when you are scrapping for the same money within the same sector, as a lot of people know. But through some of the initiatives that we've created, Invictus Games, as an example, that brought together 10, 12 different service charities to be able to share expertise, share knowledge, share experience, specifically around mental health, so that they were all standardization across the board to make sure that whatever the best practice was, everybody was sharing that. And therefore, if there's a wounded soldier that's left the forces, that's been lost in amongst the chaos of everything else, if they stick their head above the parapet and they go to Help for Heroes, one of the charities in the UK, if that's not for them, like you go to your supermarket, everybody chooses the supermarket that they want to go to. It's the same with the charity sector. And if you've got 101 choices to choose from, every single person is uniquely wired, and therefore their cure or their fix will be specific to them. But what we're able to do is bring everybody together once again around a table and say, right, you're now part of a group, you're part of something, and therefore anybody that comes in gets the opportunity or the option of 12 of you rather than one of you.
Whose idea was this? I mean, who was it? You or Prince William or
the Royal Foundation?
Yeah.
Can't even remember. But
I mean, was it just obviously a good idea, or?
I think it comes with the territory, doesn't it? I mean, once you realise the effect that your name and that your position can have, surely all you want to do is make sure that you spend every living day trying to bring people together and trying to make the most of that position.
But it hadn't been done before this way.
No, true. But as I said, you know, with the way that the world has changed and with the platforms that we now have, used in a positive way, we can really bring people together from all over the world, across the Commonwealth of 52 countries, of a third of the world's population, of which 60% is under the age of 30. That is a platform of youth, of which needs to be listened to.
But the scale and the vastness of that is really hard then to manage. So how do you pick what you're going to do? So you mentioned the Invictus Games. You do everything from that to a program to develop coaches in the UK. You do, and around the world. You mentioned Heads Together, which is focused on mental health. How do you decide what to do? Because you have literally seen a lot. You've seen a lot of programs. You've seen great need in the world.
The voices of those parents who probably were screaming in a void, politicians were not listening to them, and there's Harry who grabbed their problem and put it on a world stage. That way, those who have kids, you know, could pay attention and be preventable the best way they know how. Okay, we cannot prevent everything 100%, but at least some parents are aware of it and could do their part to curb whatever the situation might be in their home. All right, so let's continue.
In an age where our lives are intertwined with technology, we cannot afford to only see the online world as a space for profitability, competition, and rapid growth. Instead, we must come together to ensure the digital space is one that fosters well-being, connection, and hope. Young people today are disproportionately affected by negative experiences online and mental health issues stemming from their digital interactions. They know it. The statistics prove it. They're navigating an environment that is often hostile and overwhelming. Reports of anxiety, depression, and social isolation linked to these platforms have surged in recent years, creating a crisis that cannot be ignored. These challenges are compounded by the relentless spread of unreliable and unfounded information, leaving many feeling isolated, confused, and scared. These are not distant problems. They're epidemics currently testing our resolve, and they cannot be ignored.
Okay, so that's the part here.
My lock screen is a picture of my kids. What's yours? These children and thousands more meant the world to their families. The beautiful faces you see before you, their smiles, their dreams, all lost. All too soon, and all because of social media. It's why we launched the Parents Network, a global community that provides crucial support to parents whose children have suffered from the harmful effects of social media. And it is because of them that we at the Archewell Foundation are committed to this issue. Through trauma-informed practices, our network helps parents come together to forge strong bonds, offering healing support through community. This safe and free-to-access peer support not only offers invaluable resources and advice, it is guided by a licensed facilitator, ensuring that no one has to navigate this journey alone.
This is the thing I hope many of the devangers get it, because many of them keep on saying, oh, what does Harry knows about this stuff to think he could lecture people? He sees a problem, he brings professionals to help with his ideas by using the licensed professionals who probably spent years in school studying whatever the mentality of things and bring it along to help these people. He's not the one who's doing it. This is the same blueprint as Invictus, the same blueprint when he was in the UK with the Royal Foundation and all of that. Bring specialists who knows how to do whatever objective the project is all about, okay, to come and help facilitate that idea. This is it again. This is another model.
Anybody, but you know, our mental health campaign, Heads Together, back in the UK is a classic example. We were able to bring together 8 mental health charities that have been working in the sector for many, many, many years. But being able to bring them together and say, right, you guys have never sat around a table together and discussed the main issues. What we want to be able to do now is, through our foundation, create a platform in which your expertise and your experience is elevated. And therefore, you tell us what needs to be done around mental health within the UK and globally. And they said, if you can remove the stigma, that makes our life a lot easier. So that's exactly what we did. We tried to remove the stigma and tried to normalize the discussion around mental health.
So in some ways, the past, and that's the protocol may have been lending your name and using your name to create a halo around the organization that would benefit it. And it sounds like the younger royals are more about more than just name association, more direct action and involvement. So do you feel you're more hands-on? Is that fair to say?
I think in today's world you have to be. I think you have to be much more hands-on, and also.
Why? I mean, why do you have to be? You could have done it the same way. You could have had 200 charities and been a patron of them. I mean, no one would have thought any different.
No, but if you end up working individually for, let's say, 200 charities, in today's world, I think that kind of dilutes the impact that you can have. What our foundation is all about and what our platform is all about is encouraging people to come together, to work together, so that there's less competition within that sector, whether it's financially or otherwise, and saying, right, guys, you're doing the same thing. Please, let's get around a table, talk to each other, work it out, and come up with a long-term strategy.
I don't want to rewind it to mess it up, but let's continue.
Our platform provides opportunity for parents to turn their pain into purpose, ultimately changing the very system that stole their child. As the digital landscape has evolved, we've seen rising polarization, social unrest, and a disconnect that often manifests itself in violence and fear. Personal social connections have fallen secondary to alternative digital realities. These platforms are designed to create addiction. Young people are kept there by mindless, endless, numbing scrolling, being force-fed content that no child should ever be exposed to. It's not free will. I, like many of you, did not grow up with a phone. Young people today possess an incredible understanding of technology that older generations may struggle to grasp. They are digital natives, adept at navigating online spaces and spotting harmful trends. Their artistry and fresh perspectives allow them to envision solutions that we might overlook. They are also part of a collective who use their voice to speak up when something is wrong.
This is one of the things he said at the Obama Foundation, where the young people are well connected, they know the solution of their problem. I'll put the part of the Obama Foundation where he said that, and now he's reiterated almost the same way, but in a different way.
I think that 6-year-old voice or that 10-year-old voice or that 15-year-old voice is not treated the same way as that 60-year-old voice.
Because that's the way it's always been, you know, before social media, before internet, before the way that everybody was connected in a positive way. It was always presumed, this is my take on it, which may be very wrong, but I think the presumption was always the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have. Fine, I think we all agree that the longer you're around for, the more experience you have. But what kind of a world are we going to end up being part of if we don't listen to the younger generation who have all the solutions, they're better connected than ever before, and because of the connectivity, they have the opportunity and the ability to be able to fix problems in a quarter of the amount of time that anybody else of previous generations was able to do over a 10, 15, 20-year period.
Okay, so Harry have been repeating the same thing over and over again, and I hope more people are listening. Let's listen.
Deep commitments to social justice and inclusivity drive them to advocate for a future that we can be proud of. So we must empower them. We must listen to their experiences, understand their perspectives, and provide them with the resources that they need to navigate and shape the digital world.
Yep, same thing.
Something that we keep at the core of our work. We must raise them to know that IQ without EQ will always fall short. We must provide them with spaces to innovate and advocate for solutions that prioritize safety, respect, and empathy. And while we embolden both youth and parents to be in the conversation, we must also hold those in power accountable.
Trump, for instance.
The first ever global ministerial meeting focused on ending violence to children will take place in Colombia this November.
Okay.
And it is where, for the first time, there can be global agreement on prioritizing child safety and protection online.
They spoke about that a little bit, vaguely, at least the part that I saw when they were in Colombia.
Our laws and regulations are different state to state, country to country. We may have different backgrounds, viewpoints, beliefs, and even access to the internet itself. But the one thing that we can universally agree on is the safety of our children.
That is true.
So why do the leaders of these insanely powerful social media companies still refuse to change? Why are we holding them to the lowest ethical standards? In any other circumstance, a business would commit all resources to fixing the bug. Instead of providing parents with more tips and tricks for navigating hostile environments, shareholders need to demand change.
Sometimes you have the owners themselves who's creating the nonsense.
Some say kids will be kids, and, well, that may well be true. Kids may get into trouble. I know a thing or two about that. But our kids are being targeted. The harmful effects of social media are made by design. While we embolden both youth and parents, we must also hold digital platforms accountable. Surely, none of us want to live in a world where there is no consequence or accountability. Parenting doesn't end at birth of a child.
Oh my God.
Neither does founding a company. Whether parent or CEO, we have a duty and a responsibility to see our creations through. If corporations unabashedly lack responsibility, it doesn't mean we should do the same. Their platforms may be under our fingertips, but we have the fate of the future, their future, in our hands. When many in our world today seem to conflate opinion as fact and fact as opinion, we have to work hard to seek and reveal truth. For as long as we're debating over lies, we will forever be divided.
One of the things he said here, where he's saying, like, the future is in our hand, he's literally explaining what he just did to the media in the UK, because the UK media made the royal family believe as if they are nothing without the media. There's Harry saying, you are nothing without me, because without my content, you cannot survive. So he left and don't give them anything. When he's going on different engagement, he doesn't allow them to come along. So they don't have anything to talk about. So many people need to understand the values of all these companies. It's vice versa. They need you, you need them. But who need whom more than the other? All right, so you have to prioritize your thing. All right, so let's continue. I went off a little bit.
And when so much of our future is uncertain, we need to meet global insecurity with compassion rather than hate. Inclusivity and equity are not optional. They are the bedrock upon which we must build our communication and community. And fear, orchestrated at the highest levels, needs to be seen for what it is: a tactic to mask indifference and a failure to seek real solutions.
That is true.
As a growing movement, the Parents Network is committed to this journey. We need platforms that mirror our highest values, designed with safety in mind. But in the meantime, we can't wait. Our kids can't wait. We need to create programs that teach digital literacy, emotional intelligence, and critical thinking. We need to equip our youth with the skills they need to identify and combat online threats. We need a better digital future, one that we all deserve. We were promised a human experience. Instead, we've been a human experiment.
That is true.
This is an invitation to each and every one of you to open your eyes, ears, and hearts to these realities and to channel our power, resources, and intelligence toward meaningful action. All we have today, in this moment, stems from the defiance of boundaries we once thought existed. We've split the atom. We've walked on the moon. We are more than equipped to tackle this. The future of our world and our youth depend on it. We all just need to want it enough. And I know that I do. Thank you.
That was very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so let me read some of the comments. What is that? Oh, they're the Rangers. Let's go back to the... Of course, they will be saying their nonsense. All right, Harry's speech was so good. Damn, OMG, I love him. Look at our king, though. Clinton Initiative, Yahoo. Here we go. Okay, here we go. All right, the way he spelled here. Okay, he did a phenomenal job. Prince Harry in New York. Prince Harry did well. What an incredible speech. It made me cry when the children's faces showed up. So important, yet there wasn't enough support for the grieving parents. Thank you and proud of you, Prince Harry, for delivering the message from Archewell Parents Network. Well, can we watch the full speech? All right, so that's that. Let me bookmark it, retweet it. Right, that's the one. Retweet it, and eventually it will be on my thing. So let's go to the next tweet. Okay, I didn't expect to listen to that, but there's two articles I think I want to read. So there's a screenshot of that again. Royal greatness on stage display, Prince Harry. So the squad. I'm laughing because we know the squad knows that the Rangers are gonna come to spew their nonsense. They just put that thing and then block the comments. That's the reason why they don't let people comment there. They block the comments. Let's go to the next one. Now we are into Halo's Trust. Do I have a video? Okay, it's from the Sussex.com. I'm gonna go into it. Angola's commitment serves as a powerful reminder that progress is possible. Collective action can lead to a landmine-free future. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, praised Angola and called for global commitment to mine clearance at our New York event. Oh my God, that's a lot of speeches. Now I see why the squad was saying, oh my goodness, to be prepared for all of those speeches, that's unbelievable. All right, so let's go to Sussex.com. Okay, celebrating Angola's leadership in landmine clearance and conservation. I guess they're gonna need their expertise when they go to because I think at some point, once that war is over and between Russia and Ukraine, they're gonna need that, because I think there were a lot of mines that were put. Right. This afternoon, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, joined the Halo Trust to celebrate Angola's groundbreaking process in landmine clearance and conservation. With a commitment to advocating for a mine-free world, the Duke's presence highlighted the country's exemplary leadership in transforming its landscape from one of conflicts to one of hope and recovery. Angola has endured the hunting legacy of a 27-year civil war, resulted in over 900 minefields scattered across more than 7,600 acres. Wow. Yet, through the dedication of more than 900 locally trained Halo deminers, the country is reclaiming its land and securing a safer future for its citizens. The Duke recognized this monumental effort, which not only protect communities but also safeguard the biodiversity of Okavango, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Very interesting. Okay. I know a little bit of things about the Okavango River. There's, I think I have at least 2 videos regarding Okavango, and that's because of Harry. Otherwise, I would not know a damn thing, because he was advocating for drilling around that area. I think the company is in Canada, was trying to drill around the Okavango River. And that river, it's a river that's for the animals, you know, around the area come to get their source of water, drinking water. And I think farmers, people around pretty much all walks of life need that river, Okavango River, for life, sustainability. So he was advocating for the drilling not to happen, because it might contaminate the water. Okay, so it's because of it's because of Harry. I'm aware of that. Okay, so let's continue. During his speech, Prince Harry passionately called for a global commitment to landmine clearance, celebrating Angola's significant strides and encouraging other nations to follow suit. He underscored the importance of collaboration and the vital role that local communities play in these efforts. His words resonate deeply, offering hope and inspiration to nations still grappling with the scars of conflict. A testament to the power of reconciliation, Angola's journey has seen communities come together in the wake of past divisions. The Duke emphasized the significance of this unity, highlighting how children from families once at odds are now working side by side to clear landmines and build a prosperous future. Africa, that's a quote here, Africa, and Angola in particular, has an incredibly young population, a demographic wave that surged with energy and optimism, holding the promise of bright future for Angola's youth.
Across the Commonwealth of 52 countries, of a third of the world's population, of which 60% is under the age of 30, that is a platform of youth of which needs to be listened to.
For them, a world without mimes must be a moral imperative for us all, Prince Harry, Duke of Sussex.
Many times, because of the work that we end up doing, you can be surrounded by negativity sometimes. But as I said just now, the younger generation of the world has turned me into an optimist, because they are the best connected, the most passionate generation that I think that we've ever had. And what we need to do is be able to create a platform so that they can be heard, because they have the solutions to some of the world's biggest problems.
Angola's commitment serves as a powerful reminder that progress is possible and that collective action can lead to a landmine-free future. Yeah, Harry have been repeating many of this stuff that he keep on saying. Okay, so it's the same 2 pictures. It's 2 pictures. The 2 on the side are the same. The one in the center is just is another one. Okay. Oh, there's more pictures. Okay. So that, okay, I didn't go over these. Spotlight of youth. mental health. Oh, these are different stories, but I'm not focusing on this now. Maybe another time I'll come back to the Sussex.com to look at this. So let's go back to Twitter. Let's read some of the comments. A fleet of 600 Land Rovers alone costs $60 million, with an additional $8 million per year for maintenance and fuel. In Angola, 4,471 mimes were cleared by 1,500 staff, 3 mimes per year. 3 mimes per year. The operation cost $13 million. Cost of clearance each mime to $2,941. Wow, that's very interesting and costly. So this is an article. I'm not gonna, is it LinkedIn? Let's see here. Okay. I'll leave the link for you guys. I didn't plan on reading this, but I'll leave that in the description for you guys to check it out. Okay. Let's go back to Twitter. This is why I love to read the comments. You get additional information from different people. Okay, imagine Harry visit Angola and walks in his mother's footsteps. He did already. He did. Let's see if somebody put the picture. He has. Someone just said he has. Okay, well done, Harry. William worked of his mother homelessness and is not going well. I don't know. I really don't know. I listened to Burning Spear. Okay, whatever. I can say the same thing, and I have so much power to make it happen as Harry, the former royal. It's just words. He has no... Okay, these are the ranges. I don't have time to respond to that and read nonsense. This one I did have time an hour ago. Well, this actor is doing... I remember what this person said, like Harry is acting. And I said, well, he's acting, but at least the people who's receiving the, you know, who see the work and who's benefiting from his work, they're profiting from it. So let him keep on acting. If it does, it's one of those. If it doesn't break, don't try to fix it or something like that. So it's something like that that I respond. Let me go to the next tweet. You will always come across those derangers, negativity, always nothing positive to contribute. Next one. Okay, this one I posted on my community board. Rwanda designers are gaining international recognition and attracting key investment. It was revealed last month that Meghan Markle was investing in Statesman Collective, a Rwanda and handbag brand that empowers female artisans. Okay, that's from New York Times. Did I put that on the list? I think I did already. Okay, so that's a decent read. I'm sorry, and I spoke about this already. But the link of this will be in the description. Okay, yeah, I have the it's on the list already. Okay, thank you, Meghan. That's an ad. Okay, there's that. I love how Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, continues her effort to invest in women-owned businesses like sustainable luxury brand Statesman Collective that weaves basket bags in Rwanda and finish the bags in Italy. There's that here. That's extra. This is Prince Harry. Prince Harry at Clinton Global makes emotional appeal for the digital world children deserve and safety by design. Enough exploitation. Platforms must be held accountable and our kids must be safe. As I was listening to his speech, I was thinking of Elon Musk, who's putting nonsense on X sometimes. And you have the former president who's, you know, saying all these conspiracy theories, especially as recently about Haiti and Haitian. So all of this, it crossed my mind as I was listening to him. I didn't want to run off with a different, you know, rant. Let's go to the next tweet. This was extra. All right, next tweet. Okay, this one I posted on my community, but I was not planning on sharing it, but when I started reading the comments, I was like, oh, did I? Okay, I guess I blacked some of them. So I'm not gonna read the article. All right. After a recent report branded Meghan Markle as Duchess Difficult, current and former staffers have gone on the record with us about what it's really like to work for Meghan and Prince Harry. Go inside the Sussex Empire and our new cover story. So there's the link here. All right, so there's that. Her staff break their silence. So since I'm in the middle of editing the Us Weekly part of this video, someone had sent me this, so I want to cover it while I'm in the middle of it so I don't have to come back to it unless there's something major that come later on. So there's this here. I love that Josh Kettler was included. It's the person Maureen tried to write baseless article about. How convenient. When the media tried to say he was Harry and Meghan's joint chief of staff, but he wasn't. When he was hired, it was said he was solely Harry's. Okay, so I don't know much about this part, but let's focus on this. Is the retweet that I want to look into, that quote, because I didn't read the article. XYZ is a reliable source, so what they say must be true. The day people start realizing that all media have an agenda because they really try to export the smear campaign. Even Josh has spoken. Okay, while Josh Kettler's August departure as Harry's chief of staff sparked more negative press, he says he was warmly welcomed by both Harry and Meghan and the Archewell team during his stint. They are dedicated and hardworking. He tells us of the pair. It was impressive to witness. Okay, so maybe since the squad are talking positively about it and there are quotes, maybe another time I'll cover it much deeper, but there are so many things that we're discussing you know, while Harry's in New York, and that other article that Harry I think Meghan is supporting regarding Rwanda. That's an article I would like to read, because when I was recording I wasn't expecting to see that long article. So now that I know it exists, maybe at one point I'll go over it to see what is said. That way, you know, when people start talking their BS, I have an idea. Okay, so that's why sometimes I like to share the articles with you. And yeah, so I'll do that another time. So let's get back to the original recording. Okay, I was gonna stop, then I saw this. This is another part that's making reference to the Us magazine. Meghan being a girl, I'm crying. Let's see here. They want to take care of us, the current employee says. Meghan will do things like, you mentioned on the call, your skin is bothering you. I put together a kit for you. And during team visit to the couple's Montecito home, no one departs empty-handed. Whenever staff goes to their house, they leave with a basket with fresh flowers, fresh fruits, fresh eggs, the staffer says. Okay, that's almost the same thing when Meghan saw one of the guards was standing out there and they didn't have any gloves, and she bought them, I think, some sort of a warmer I read somewhere. Archie's chickens are laying those eggs. We love a caring employer like the Duchess of Sussex. And yeah, in one of the videos that I recently recorded where I said I don't think they are at the at what was that? Is it Hollywood? Wherever the office is. And I was like, I don't think they'll be there. And I made the reference of Harry and Meghan's desk side by side, and I think I took a screenshot of their desks next to each other or something. So this just tells you that they don't really go to the office. It's obvious they will not go to the office every day. Maybe once in a while they pop up on, you know, without telling people in advance or something like that. But you could see, you know, through the video of the Netflix, they work from home. And I don't know, that just crossed my mind. There's Archie Little's chicken. I know where the fresh eggs come from. Oh, how sweet. Meghan and Harry are the best. If my boss not only noticed something was bothering me, but also sent me a care package, I will actually start ugly crying. This is who she always been, according to those who know her and have spoken of her for years, long before royalty, so this is no new way surprising. I love who she is, but it will forever make me sad how the British media have forever tried to out a stain on her name. Some people will always believe she's not a good person. Okay, this is why her American Riviera Orchard will be a success when we finally get it. There's some stuff that's going on with the I don't know, copyright or how she's trying to register it. So not too long ago I read something about that, and I think I found out through the, of all places, okay, the Derangers, GB News. And then I went to look to see if what they said on their platform was true, and it was a video I was sharing with you. I don't know if I made it public already, but anyway, now I'm going back to the original recording. All right, so that's it. Maybe, I don't know. I think because these tabloid, the US Weekly, they all the same with the UK. They probably finally tell the truth, which I did not read, but based on the comments of the Sussex squad, I think they told the truth. What I think happened with the New York Post, they have to make money somehow, okay, before they make money of the original thing. So they threw their BS out, the Washington Post, about the bullying thing, and because they knew this was gonna come out anyway. And then now they make, it's like double dipping kind of thing. They threw their BS out first, and then they threw this, which is probably truth, because it seems like some of the squad said some of the quotes were from staff with names. It's not like what's the keywords they usually use? Sources, this type of things. This person or alleged this and that, whatever they usually put that quote, a friend of a friend or something like that. Let's read some of the comments. At US Weekly, now that you've got this exclusive, I'm gonna need you to stop printing BS about the Sussexes because you've been repeating UK tabloid fake nonsense too. Stop it now. Alright, there's that. It's the usual made-up BS to sell magazine to vile, hate-filled, narcoleptic, low IQ morons like many posting in this thread. Fat and ugly people can stand Harry and Meghan because they are having a wonderful instead of a living in their parents' basement, like the people who read this. Alright, so there's more. Let's leave that alone. But I just wanted to say, it seems like, okay, the US Weekly probably just tell the truth or whatever. I didn't read it and I don't plan on reading it. Next tweet. Alright, so there's that here. I like that face. I think my comment is there. There's my comment here. Alright, he's really handsome, ain't it? Alright, so there's me here. Harry's face is like, you see what you let go? That's from the UK. Oh my god, I don't even want to read that. Okay, the palace has to look at him and realize that they made the biggest mistake ever. Let's see here, there's one comment. Okay, doubt it. Well, they're still after him. They still wanting his commitment, or you coming back, or this and that. Alright, he and him coordinating his matching accessories for his well-cut suit. He was a terrible dresser back in the home country, looks stiffy and even has a swagger. God bless America. He did say he didn't really care too much about the way he dressed. Pretty much, he did say it. So Meghan was like, nah, if you're gonna walk with me, you better dress up. OMG, the glow up. Honestly, the man is love. Loving, happy, fulfilled, free. Okay, Harry is so hot. Prince Harry in New York. Yes, he looks healthy and happy. I see what you did there. No way. Alright, so that's it. So tonight, whatever I didn't share with you now, okay, my notification is popping. Let me see if it's something I could share with you. These were different topics. I don't want to waste my time on that. So by tonight, when I record again, I probably will have more recent tweets that's going on. So I pretty much cover up whatever I was able to see on my timeline. So let me see if I could edit it and put it out today again. Alright, so thank you for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And if you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate or you could become a member. For now, I don't know how long my channel will stay monetized, because once they're targeting my channel, once my channel is demonetized, you know, you can be a member. But while it's there, if you want to be a member, that'll be great. You could help support my channel, or just donate to PayPal or Cash App. That will be as fine. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching.